Welcome to another week in gaming news, and the biggest news of the week is that I have finally made it to 5,000 subscribers here on this channel. I posted my very first video here on June 17th, 2018, and I've had my ups and downs at times thinking, is it really worth posting videos on YouTube? But I'm enjoying sharing my passion for gaming. And I just want to say thank you to everyone out there that's taken the time to subscribe to this channel. Okay, so let's have a look at this week in gaming news. Bethesda has successfully ignited a Fallout frenzy in Europe, thanks to the well-received Amazon Prime TV show. The sales of Fallout has skyrocketed, experiencing an earth-shattering 7,500% increase compared to the previous week. Remarkably, this surge catapulted Fallout 4 to the top-selling game across the continent, encompassing both physical and digital purchases. Interestingly, Fallout 4 sales were predominantly on PC, accounting for 69% of the total sales. However, subscribers to PS Plus Extra and Xbox Game Pass can enjoy the game without an additional purchase. Fallout 76, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 3 secured the 8th, 9th, and 10th positions, respectively. Even the Fallout Classic Collection, bundling the first two games along with Fallout Tactics, made its presence felt, ranking 43rd in European sales. With enticing discounts making these games more affordable than ever, they're poised to remain in the best-selling charts. Additionally, a PS5 version of Fallout 4 is set to launch soon, promising improved resolutions, frame rates, and additional content from the Creation Club. Current PS4 owners will receive a free upgrade, while newcomers can explore the current PS Store sale for a budget-friendly option. The massive success of the Fallout TV show is inspiring millions of people to play the games on which the Amazon Prime series is based. And I have to say I'm 4 episodes into the TV show and loving it. A post from Bethesda on Twitter. Thank you to the over 1 million of you who adventured with us in Fallout 76 in a single day. Too bad we have to wait another 10 years for the next Fallout game. Now would have been the perfect time to release a new or remastered game. Having said that, Bethesda has finally announced a release date for the long-awaited Fallout 4 next-gen update. The free upgrade for the post-apocalyptic open-world role-playing game launches April 25 on Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5, and includes native applications for the consoles, performance mode and quality mode settings, as well as stability improvements and fixes. This means the game will be playable up to 60 frames per second and with an increased resolution. In the world of Tomb Raider, where ancient secrets and treacherous tombs await, a curious twist has emerged. Lara Croft's pin-up posters, once proudly displayed in the 4th level of Tomb Raider 3, have mysteriously vanished from the remastered versions of the game. Although the latest patch notes for Tomb Raider Remastered do not explicitly mention this change, eagle-eyed fans have noticed the absence of these iconic posters. These pixelated beauties adorned the walls in the original game, capturing Lara's adventurous spirit and adding a touch of nostalgia. The posters were initially present in earlier versions of the remastered trilogy, but now they've vanished like elusive artifacts. Modders on the PC front have swiftly taken action, restoring these beloved posters to their rightful place in the remastered version of Tomb Raider 3. Interestingly, Crystal Dynamics, the studio behind the franchise, made a deliberate choice when remastering the trilogy. They opted not to remove content that might be considered offensive and outdated. Instead, they presented it in its original form, acknowledging its impact and aiming to learn from it. However, the removal of Lara's pin-up posters has sparked mixed reactions online. Some players lament the change, while others wonder if it was related to age ratings or parental concerns. After all, Lara Croft is a fictional character, and what she gazes upon shouldn't ruffle too many feathers. As the dust settles, the Open Lara developer, who was part of the remastered trilogy team, has shared a mod that resurrects these posters, ensuring that Lara's legacy remains intact. I'll leave a link below for anyone that has the PC version if they choose to restore that back in the game. An insider has claimed that Sony is bringing back 2 of its older franchises, as rumors swirl about the showcase in May. While Sony has yet to officially announce a PlayStation showcase or State of Play for next month, all signs point towards the company staging a not E3-style event in the near future. Earlier this month, various insiders claimed a PlayStation event will take place in May, after Sony previously held a showcase in the same time frame last year. This, according to one of the insiders, will probably include the Silent Hill 2 remake. Now, a separate source has claimed to have news of another remake that will appear at the event in the form of MediEvil 2, which was originally released for the original PlayStation back in 2000s. According to a leaker known as Orange, who is said to be a playtester, developer Other Ocean Interactive has been working on a remake of MediEvil 2 since 2021. The original MediEvil remake was met with a tepid response from critics, but it did crack the top 5% in the European sales charts in its first week of release, which might have pushed Sony to invest in a sequel. Both MediEvil 2 and Gravity Rush 2 also make some sense considering Sony recently said not to expect any major PlayStation exclusives this year, with neither IP considered a tentpole franchise. But what else could appear at the rumored showcase? A multitude of leaks suggest the PS5 Pro console is a shoo-in, while a new Astro Bot is also rumored to be coming out this year. This comes after the studio's remake of the original MediEvil in 2019. Orange doesn't specifically say it will be shown at a PlayStation event, just that it's coming in May, leaving it unclear whether the game will be revealed or released in that window. While the leaker doesn't have a long track record, they were previously correct concerning details relating to the Gravity Rush movie, which was shown at CES 2024 earlier this year, which is not the sort of thing you just guess at. In March, Orange claimed a remaster of Gravity Rush 2 is set to be shown in May in some capacity before its release in the summer. Although plans can change, between that and the movie it certainly seems as if Sony is keen on reviving the franchise in some way. A potential remake of MediEvil 2 seems like a bigger stretch, if not entirely unlikely. Ember Lab, the developer behind the amazing Kena, Bridge of Spirits, appears to be spreading its wings to new platforms. An ESRB rating all but confirms that an Xbox Series X and S version of the game is in the works. Originally released for PS5, PS4, and PC in September 2021, this potential Xbox port could bring up to 3 years of console exclusivity to an end. Despite Ember Lab developing and publishing the indie game itself, there are no severed ties with Sony, as the platform holder heavily marketed it. Interestingly, Kena, Bridge of Spirits recouped its production costs and turned a profit within just 1 month of launch. Now, with the game available on PS Plus Extra, it has the opportunity to secure a new revenue stream on Xbox hardware. Kena Bridge of Spirits was praised for its wonderful visuals, fun combat, and engaging side activities. Here's one of those only in Japan news stories. Bear with me guys as I use Google Translation on this one. Create has released the Nintendo Switch version of Bunny Garden, a romantic adventure game for gentlemen with pure hearts, on April 18th, 2024. In this game, 3 girls who work at the Gentleman's Relaxation Place Bunny Garden. Hana, voiced by Mio Hoshitani, Rin, voiced by Eri Suzuki, and Myuka, voiced by Masumi Tazawa, interact with each other by drinking alcohol and talking together, and enjoying mini-games such as twister games, photography, and hand-pushing. This is an announcement regarding the release of a gameplay video for Bunny Garden, which will be released tomorrow, April 18th, Thursday. As stated on the official website, we would appreciate it if you could read the guidelines before streaming your video. Please note that ASMR scenes are prohibited from being distributed by anyone other than distributors authorized by our company. Please make the broadcast enjoyable for the viewers. In this game, only players who have become VIPs can enjoy it, and it is equipped with an ASMR function that allows girls to get close to each other and listen to their sweet voices. This scene is prohibited from being distributed except by distributors licensed by Create, and they wanted it to be skipped with the skip function. According to Mr. Yasuda's reaction, the reason why ASMR scenes are prohibited from distribution in this work is not because of banning measures, but because he wanted only gentlemen and ladies who purchased this work to enjoy it. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora has received an exciting update in the form of a rare 40 FPS mode for the PS5. This new graphical mode runs at 40 frames per second while boasting high resolutions. Players can now enjoy a balanced experience between graphics and performance. This edition follows a trend set by other games like Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and Marvel's Spider-Man 2, which also introduced 40 FPS modes on the PS5. It's great to see developers catering to both hardcore players and those seeking a smoother visual experience. The 2.4 gigabytes download for this patch brings Avatar's world to life in a whole new way. Sony has recently filed a patent that aims to automate portions of video games to alleviate the grind for players. This intriguing concept involves an autoplay feature that takes over during segments that players might find tedious or time-consuming. Here's how it would work. Autoplay mode. When engaged, the game would invite players to activate the autoplay mode. During this phase, an AI would step in, utilizing data from the user's play style. Grinding assistance. The AI would handle repetitive tasks like grinding for experience points or leveling up. Instead of manually grinding for hours, the AI would simulate the player's gameplay style and expedite the process. Seamless transition. Once the grinding is complete, a notification would prompt players to resume normal play. They can then continue enjoying the parts of the game they truly care about. Interestingly, this autoplay approach isn't entirely new. Some titles on PC and mobile already employ similar features to automate battles or cover players during their absence from the game. However, it's not yet common in most modern console games. I really don't know how I feel about autoplay in video games. I get why it's there, especially in RPGs. But for me, it would take away from the whole gaming experience of putting in those hours grinding away at games. And if you don't want to put in the hours, then don't buy the game. Simple as that. Just go on YouTube and watch a walkthrough of the game. Let me know what you think about that. So that's it for this week in gaming news. Take care everyone, and I will have a new video up in the next few days on the pros and cons of reproduction games.